Two people start their medication at the same time. One of them comes and says, I love it, the food noise is gone and I feel free. Another one comes and says, the food noise is gone, but I feel everything else has gone flat. Everything else is a bit meh. I'm Zeinab, I'm the pharmacist at PillSorted, and I'll explain how the same medication can cause different experiences in people and what's the science behind it. Okay, so that feeling flat has got a clinical name. It's called Anhedonia, and what that means is you lose pleasure in the things that you used to enjoy before. It might be that you used to listen to beautiful music and really enjoyed it. It's not that way anymore. Or it might be that you don't have that much fun when you're playing with your kids or socializing with your friends. And it is a symptom that can accompany a lot of different conditions or be as a symptom all by itself, okay? For example, people that have got depression, people that have got Parkinson's disease, or a couple of other mental conditions, they might experience anhedonia as well. And it's mostly explained by the patients that are feeling empty where there used to be different feelings there. How does this happen? So the science is interesting actually. So if I go back to the craving, right? You're crossing a bakery and there's this beautiful smell coming, right? All of that doesn't happen just in your stomach. There's a center for it, like a lot of different functions in our beautiful body. There is a control center for it in our brain, and it's called the pleasure center control. It's right behind our ears and it receives and reacts to the dopamine. So dopamine is one of those feel-good hormones that we talked about before, and is responsible for the times that when we do something we feel rewarded and satisfied, and it's the pleasure that we get by doing something. So if, for example, you feel that craving and that wanting, when you reach it and you feel happy, that enjoyment is part of the dopamine pathway. That feeling of freedom, feeling of control is when people feel that that craving doesn't take hold of them. They can put away the chocolate, they can put away the alcohol, they're not going for that crisps anymore. And that's an amazing feeling, and that does affect that dopamine pathway. So GLPs can affect that reward pathway and that control center. They don't affect the amount of dopamine, but they do affect that rewarding pathway. That's where the good effect comes from the GLP. That pull towards those cravings is less, so people can manage it better and feel free. Now, if that dialing down becomes a little bit too much, in that you don't enjoy food altogether, or you find it a bit daunting to go out and socialize with your friends, or you feel it not really fun anymore to play your lovely music or go about your hobby, that's when we want to assess and we want to check it out better. Who does this happen to? There's very little research done on who gets affected by the GLPs, okay? But the research that has been done has not shown an effect from the GLPs causing more anhedonia. It seems like there's a small subset of people who have a history of previous depression that can be more vulnerable. Having said that, there is a lot of effects that happen when you're on your weight loss journey, okay? So it's not just the GLP treatment by itself. It's all of those different lifestyle habits that are getting revamped and changed. So a lot of those can be culprits of you feeling flat. One of the important things is about under eating. So if you don't eat enough, you don't get hydrated enough, and you lose weight too fast, these can have an effect on you not feeling well. The other one is not sleeping properly, having side effects like nausea and constipation that cause you again to undereat or make you feel unwell. Another important thing is the fluctuations that can happen. So if you have conditions like thyroid, if you have not received enough nutrients like iron, like the B group, like the vitamin D, all of these can affect your feeling tired, feeling not well. Another big aspect is about if those cravings were part of our social life. For example, if you've been used to socializing in a pub with your friends, or for example, for us, when we have friends and families, we put a huge spread, always more than plenty of food, and we sit and we chat around for ages. When you want to change all of that, it takes a lot of thinking. Now, what's good, what I'm looking for when I have conversations with people is that I don't need snacks anymore. I go into the grocery shop and I don't want to go and buy the crisps and the biscuits anymore. I don't have to graze throughout the day. These are good signs. These are feelings that you're in control. But if someone comes and tells me that I really don't enjoy food in general, I can't be bothered to go out and see my friends anymore, or I'm not interested in things that I used to do before. Those are the things that will get me thinking and asking more questions. So what do we do? This is a clear plan that we can put in place, okay, to help you feel better. First is start with the basics, okay? So make sure that you're eating plenty, make sure that you're keeping hydrated. Don't wait for your body to signal to be hungry or thirsty, because remember, we've dampened down that sense of appetite. So you really need to eat properly. Make sure that your body has got enough calories to function. Check your sleeping, check your bowel movements, is everything going well? And because under eating really affects your mood and your energy levels. Then track it, okay? So see which are the things that you're not really fancying right now and how many times is it happening. So even if you don't feel like it, staying social is really important. Is there anything that you can do on a regular basis that'll help you keep connected? Once we've got all of this, then we can put things in place to support that, right? For example, having a blood test done, making sure that we've got a list of all of the nutrients. You're not low in iron, vitamin D, the B group, all of that's really important. The other thing is trying to consciously think about the different ways that you can add that social aspects into your life. For example, if it was socializing in the pub, can you have a walk with your friends while you're walking the dog? Or for example, if you have these big spreads of food that you talk and sit and chat with friends and family, can you put lower calorie dense food there? So example, one of the traditional desserts for us is being nuts and fruits. So if we keep on substitute that for heavier calorie rich things like cakes, that's not a good idea. So trying to gradually substitute it with more nutrient rich food, you'll have the same pleasure of enjoying your friends and families, but with less calorie dense food. So I'm just giving these little examples to make sure when we talk about lifestyle changes, it really is lifestyle changes. The other thing is reach out to clinicians, like for ourselves. We can help you with the dosage of the medication. So that's really important part of how much is good, okay? So if it's too high, that is causing you tiredness, that is causing other side effects, is causing you not interested in life, then we can lower down the dose and make sure that you've got a better journey overall. Once we've done all of these checks and we've made all of these changes, but you still feel is carrying on, so it is affecting you the way that you can't enjoy or take pleasure of the things that you used to do, like loving your loved ones or living your life. Those are the times that you need to reach out. And for example, NHS 111, they're a fantastic team that will help you get through any urgent assessments that needs to be done. So what are the things you need to look out for? If it's causing you to actually not have anything to look forward for, so it's stopping you live your life, that's not good, okay? So that's what needs urgent attention. Or if you feel that you can't be bothered, you might be hurting yourself, again, those are urgent ones that you want to call the doctors and call 111, okay? Now I'm gonna give you a couple of important examples. One of the magic treatments is actually movement, okay? So movement is one of the ways that our body naturally creates a lot more dopamine, okay? So if you can add a little bit of movement in the day, if you can add it into walking out in nature or a little bit of meditation, these are the ways that our body resets and increases that dopamine and sense of pleasure and satisfaction in life. So any sort of movement, okay? And I'm just gonna add 3 questions that people usually ask. One is, will it go away? Most of the times, yes. So if we fix the underlying issues that have happened during a weight loss journey, that feeling flat will go away, okay? But even if it doesn't go away, there is treatment, so we can help you feel better. The important thing is to acknowledge it and then address it. The second question is, should I stop my jabs? Most of the time you don't have to stop your jab, but reach out to us. We can find out if there's any other medications you're taking, if there's supplements you're taking, if there's anything we need to address first, or we can adjust the dose before you give up on your weight loss journey. So you don't need to stop your jab, but it might need dose adjustment adjustments, it might need a break. And the third one is this just depression? Not necessarily, although this can be one of the signs of depression, but by itself is an important symptom that we need to address. So it can be because of different reasons. So that's the important thing that I want to find out. Even if it is depression, and we found out through the assessments that it is treatable. So as a recap, the same jabs can cause two different experiences. There is science behind it, and there is ways to help people have a better experience of feeling in control, feeling free of the food noise and cravings, and carry on enjoying their lives, enjoying doing everything that they used to do. Reach out to us, subscribe to our channel for that clinician-led health advice. This video is part of our Fixit First series, where I'll be reviewing all of the GLP side effects. Okay, thank you.